Hello, my name is Elissa Wilson, and today I will be teaching you how to make brown butter cookies. Now, I know you may wonder, what is brown butter? Brown butter is the process of boiling whole butter, not margarine, until it becomes between the shade range of amber brown to darker brown. You may also think, what causes butter to turn this color? The proper term of this process is called Maillard or browning process. This process happens when the milk sugars in the butter react to the heat, causing the butter to turn brown. Now, as you cook the butter, please be sure to stir it to prevent it from overflowing and ending in a huge mess. Now, once your butter gets to this stage of foaminess, that's how you'll know that your butter is done. I've made the mistake before of continuing to let it cook. Once it gets to this stage, please do not do that. It will cause the butter to burn, and at that point, it would no longer be usable. And it will also make your cookies taste nasty. Now that you have made your brown butter, the next step would be to let it cool for 20 minutes. But I like to do an ice bath for the butter so it can solidify again in a shorter amount of time. You'll see what this amazing trick does to your cookies in a short few moments. Right now in this clip, you are just watching the butter cool down to the point of solidification. Now that your butter is cooled and solidified, let's gather our ingredients, which in French or kitchen lingo will be called mise en place. And to start with our ingredients, our first is 1 cup of brown butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, a half cup of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and lastly, 2 cups of chocolate chips. The next step in this process is to begin making the dough. All you have to do is add your butter, brown sugar, your white granulated sugar, your 2 eggs, vanilla extract, baking soda, and salt. Now all you have to do is mix. Also, if you would like to boost the flavor and lower down the sweetness in your desserts and pastries, add a little bit more salt. You never know how something as small as that could really boost the flavor in your desserts. The mixing method that you will be using is the cream method. The cream method is a baking technique that involves mixing fat and sugars together to better incorporate air into the batter to make your cookies rise in volume. You will continue to whip your butter mixture until it is a pale brown color. You also may wonder, what is the point of a mixing method? Well, a mixing method is just how you would blend and disperse a liquid and dry ingredients to form a homogeneous mass. This term usually aims at baked goods. Next, with a spatula open and smooth, mix in your all-purpose flour and chocolate chips. Also, this is another tip for any time you would like to add anything to your batter. Toss them in a little bit of flour. The flour helps the additive act as a sponge to absorb any excess moisture and provides a better grip to help them suspend in the batter and not sink. This is a recipe that does not require chilling, so you can go ahead and throw those cookies in the oven. Before you start to line your pans, make sure you preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I prefer to use parchment paper rather than foil because of how the cookies spread on the parchment rather than foil does, but I ran out, so I had to return to my roots. Now make sure you grease those pans because we do not want any cookies stuck in there. Now, I know you guys saw that water and is wondering, what is she doing with it? Well, what you do with it is you dip whatever you're scooping your cookies with into the water. The water helps act as a repellent to the dough because of the fat that is in it. Remember, oil and water does not mix. That's why this works. Alright, now that you're done scooping your cookies, they should go in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. After taking your cookies out of the oven, they should look like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your cookies. See ya!